I visited Bill Winfield today in Leroy, Minnesota.
Where'd you grow up?
2 miles over here, just south of Grand Meadow.
How'd you get started derbying?
A buddy of mine had a junk car, or a beater car years ago, and we rocked Austin with it. I think I was 18 or 19, 17 or 18 years ago.
How old are you now?
35.
You've been derbying consistently through that time period?
Every year. 10 years ago I started running multiple shows.
Does anyone else in your family derby?
Well, my kid started running last year, he's 15. Both my brother-in-laws run. My father-in-law has run a few cars here and there, but I'm not for sure if he's going to run anymore or not. Daughter keeps talking about it, but we'll see. I'm not for sure if she's going to do it yet or not.
How old is she?
She's 14.
14, so she's coming up on it then.
Yeah. She wants to run intermediate, and I'd rather have her something pretty hard, you know. Those intermediate cars are kind of crazy.
How often are you driving in a good summer?
Well, this year I think I've got 9 or 10 on the calendar. And every year is about, last few years has been about that.
Are most of them right around here?
Typically, I went to Des Moines last spring, got second. Went to Motley here a couple weeks ago, didn't fare so well. I want to run that Middle Mayhem sooner or later.
You got a compact class?
Yeah, they do.
What promoters do you drive for?
A lot of Steve Heitman shows and Paul Nielsen's.
What do you like about each one?
I like the fact that Heitman lets you build a heck of a car. I like the fact that Nielsen he lets you build a fair car, and he sticks right to the rules, you know.
Where do you drive at the most?
Used to be a lot of Heitman shows, you know, wherever Steve was running. Last year or two, I've been running some Paul Nielsen shows, and anymore. This year it's going to be split up 50-50 pretty much.
What characteristics attract you to drive in one venue over another?
I like a track that's sticky but not greasy. But a lot of times you don't know what the track's going to be like. You know, you run what it is. Out in Motley here a few weeks ago, that was a real sandy soil. We had good tires on, and you don't spin, you dig. Well, 3 of us went out there, and all 3 of us ended up getting stuck in sand. We'll go again, but we'll run a flat tire.
What's the farthest you've traveled to Derby?
Oh, I don't know, Oskaloosa or Des Moines, Iowa. That's pretty. Motley was 4.5 hours.
You prefer classes with a single heat, or you prefer multiple heats per feature?
I like the one show goes. That way you don't have to worry about parts. Wreck something, you fix it when you get in the shop. You don't fix it in the pits.
Do you ever get nervous when your son goes out there?
Get more nervous when the sun's out there than before I go out. You get that same little butterfly in your stomach before you go out there, but yeah, when the kid goes out there, it's a different feeling.
What's the worst you've seen someone else injured?
I've seen people get their teeth knocked out, you know, their hands broken, you know, nose broken and stuff, but when that guy got burned in Northwood last year, that was probably the worst. I've seen people get, fires always seem to be the worst.
What's the most critical step that you take in preparing your car?
You always weld what you can, you know, and try to keep within the rules, you know, but that's probably the biggest thing, is just a lot of welding.
How long does it take you to build a car?
Typical pinhole, I can build in about 150 hours. That's kind of what I figured. Pacers about 175, 200.
What color scheme do you use to paint your car?
Black and green. It's got to be black and green.
Why do you choose those colors?
It's probably because Fleet Farm had John Deere green and blacks everywhere.
What's your favorite model of car to drive?
Pacers are the strongest compact in my opinion. Everybody says the Lumas are tough. We'll find out. But as far as driving, I like driving pinholes.
What's your favorite engine to drive?
Oh, it's got to be a 2.3. Nothing but a 2.3.
What's the most derbies you've driven in a single car?
Oh, I'm sure it's up there in double digits, close to it, you know.
How much cheaper is it to build a compact car instead of a full size?
That one there, I ain't even want to say because the wife might watch it someday, but I got a lot of money stuck in that car. Most of these Pacers and Pinholes, Pacers are paying $6,700 for a clean one, you know, rolling shell. Pinholes are $4 to $5 for a clean one.
Why do you drive compacts instead of full size?
Well, years ago when I started running compacts, is because there wasn't very many people running them. That's why I started running compacts, is just because the availability of them, they were around. Because the big cars are everybody already picked through the local cars, the big cars. They're not around here anymore.
Out of all the ways that your competition might cheat, what bothers you the most?
If they want to cheat, they can cheat. You know, what wins most derbies is a drivetrain. And you can have the toughest car out there, that doesn't mean it'll win. You know, it's the last one running.
How do you feel about team driving?
It doesn't bother me one bit, but everybody's got to remember what comes around goes around. You know, sooner or later you're going to be the one on the short end of the stick, and I've been there. I'll be there again sooner or later, as long as you can not get upset when you're that person. Then it shows you your true colors, you know. But,
who's your toughest competitor?
well, the toughest guy running compacts by far would be Bud Miller on Zumbrota. He's a good driver. Builds a hell of a car. Harry Allen, Brownsdale, he's a buddy of mine too. He's tough.
Never been disqualified?
Nope. Nope.
How many wins do you have?
I'd have to say between 30 and 40, maybe closer to 50. I don't know.
In this next segment, Bill's going to show us his cars in his shop.